Story title: From the Ground to the Sky. In a quiet village surrounded by dusty roads and whispering winds lived a little boy named Kofi. Kofi was different from the other children. While they played and laughed freely, Kofi carried questions in his heart like stones in his pocket, heavy and constant. Every evening, he would sit under the biggest tree in the village. The tree was ancient. Its branches stretched high into the sky as if it was trying to touch heaven itself. Villagers respected it. Elders gathered beneath it to share wisdom. Children played around its roots. But Kofi only stared at it. One day, an old man named Nana Mensa noticed him sitting there quietly. The old man slowly walked toward him, leaning on his wooden staff. "My child," Nana Mensa said gently, "why do you always sit here looking so worried?" Kofi lowered his head and replied, "Nana, I feel small. I feel like I don't know anything. I ask too many questions. Sometimes people laugh at me." The old man smiled softly and sat beside him. He pointed at the giant tree and said, "Even the tallest tree once learned how to grow from the ground." Kofi looked up, confused. Nana continued, his voice slow and warm like evening firelight. "This tree was once a tiny seed, buried in darkness, stepped on, ignored, but it kept growing. It didn't rush. It didn't compare itself to other trees. It simply followed its purpose, one root at a time, one leaf at a time." Tears slowly filled Kofi's eyes. "But Nana, people say I ask too many questions." The old man chuckled gently. "My son, the child who asks questions is the child who is building wisdom. Silence can hide ignorance, but questions open doors to knowledge." That night, Kofi cried under the tree. Not because he was sad, but because, for the first time, he understood that his questions were not his weakness. They were his roots. Years passed. The little boy who asked endless questions grew into a teacher, a leader, a man who guided others. People traveled from far places to listen to him speak, and every time someone asked him how he became so wise, he would smile and say, "I only grew, just like a tree, slowly, patiently, from the ground." So remember this: no matter how small you feel today, no matter how many questions live inside your heart, growth always begins where you stand, because even the tallest tree once learned how to grow from the ground.